Monica Stokes, y'all. It is Saturday. It is Saturday. Anytime y'all see me up here live on Saturday or doing a recorded video on Saturday, the main trend, the main topic that I speak about is self care, self love, because that's what I feel like Saturdays are. But every day, we need to practice that in our life and make it a part of our life. But I'm led to literally come up here live, as today I literally have been intentional about self care, self love. And when I say self care and self love, it's you literally breaking down the old strongholds of you not knowing how to love on yourself. Is you breaking down the old strongholds of maybe something somebody may used to say to you. And this is Holy Spirit and God that's going to do all the work. But it's you being intentional too. And I tell y'all this because it's when you become intentional about your lane of peace, when you become intentional about your lane of becoming everything God has intended you to become, you no longer allow room of anything else to get in your way. And so I'm just excited there, y'all, because I know this message is going to get to the one, the two, the thousands that need to hear this word on today. Because if you like, I'm tired of my peace within being in chaos, this is what's going to help you on today. And I want you to be intentional with yourself to say, I have to choose peace, because peace is what's going to help me, and that's going to catapult me into being the victorious me. This you talking to you. I'm just here coaching you along on this Saturday. And before I go any further into today's message, I want to tell each and every one of you, thank you for being a part of this channel. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for liking. Thank y'all for commenting. Y'all continue to comment. We have a new feature on the channel where y'all can actually go to the community board and I can see y'all's posts. Of course, keep it good, but y'all continue to just subscribe, continue to be part of the channel, and I'm just so grateful for that. And I'm just waiting on some of y'all to filter in on today, as I'm letting the live come on in, because I know God is going to lead y'all to me coming live. Y'all continue to put y'all post notifications on so y'all will know when I'm up here live. I didn't know I was gonna do a live today, but I do what God lead me to do. So that's what we doing on today. Cause your peace is what's gonna help you stay focused on becoming who God has called you to be. And your peace is not determined by nobody else. It's you. It's you choosing your peace. Hey there, Raining. Hey there, IHEWN. How you doing, sweetheart? I love how you put your hey. I want to welcome y'all to the channel and the live on today. I'm just slow rolling this thing as I allow more individuals to come into the live. Yes. If y'all don't mind, put where y'all located at, because I want to know where we at. I know I have victorious ones in California. I have victorious ones in London, y'all. But I see some new ones coming in up on the channel, and it's not by accident or coincidence that y'all are joining in. Oklahoma, welcome in. Actually, Ash, how you doing? Sweetheart, your coach is located in Sharon. Okay, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, but I love that, Sharon. My name is Monica, y'all, and I'm located here in Georgia. So y'all may hear my little Georgia accent come out, Georgia. But I'm just excited, y'all. I am a motivational kingdom coach. I am a motivational speaker for the kingdom of God. Hey, Gob, how you doing, sweetheart? I want to welcome all of y'all, and I want y'all to tune in and stay streamed in into the live on today, because I'm sent here literally mission to give y'all a purposeful word of encouragement on today. That is what I'm for. Hey there, White. How you doing on today, sweetheart? Yes, yes, yes. Sure. You put how to pronounce your name. It's something about like being able to try to pronounce it correctly. But I want to welcome you to the live on today, y'all. So I'm gonna dive into this word on today, because I want y'all to stay locked in. I don't want y'all to get distracted. Today's word, what God put in my spirit to speak to all of us about on today. You notice I said all of us. So it ain't just for me to hold on to. It's for me to come on here and to release it into y'all life on today. This is your era of peace. This is your time now, today. You can't get back yesterday. You cannot get back last week. But you can literally live in the present moment and say, my peace is going to be my priority. And as I was sitting here getting my thoughts together to come up here live, I put me some notes down. And this is what I want you to do when you have a moment. On a piece of paper, I want you to put PEACE. And this is what you're going to hold on to. You're going to post it on your wall. You can put it in your calendar. You can even put it in your phone under your notes tab, because I'm teaching you how to literally apply the things that I live that's going to help you to literally walk into your purpose, use your purpose, and being in your purpose is what's going to help you to stay laser focused on who God is creating you to be. Because you may be in a season like, I'm tired, I'm sick and tired of not knowing who I was created to be. I'm tired and I'm sick and tired of waiting on the validation of other people. I'm tired and sick and tired of not being everything God has created me to be. And by the way, this you talking to you. And if you in that season of, I'm tired, well, I'm waking you up literally spiritually. Holy Spirit is waking you up literally and figuratively to let you know that you don't have to stay there stuck in the old mindset of who you were. And I speak this to your heart. I speak this to your life, because for so long, victorious ones, I did that. I sat stuck. I sat sleeping on myself. I sat in a season of not having peace. And I'm talking about real internal peace. And since I'm living it and I'm learning it each and every day that I get to choose my peace, I'm coming on here to help you to know that you can choose it too. So I put an acronym for peace on my paper. I'm going to read it out to y'all. It's 1, 2, 3, 5 things that we going to practice and apply to our life that's going to help you to live in your era of peace. The first thing you have to do is make and decide that your peace is a non-negotiable. So that's the first thing that you have to do. You have to choose and say, my peace is a non-negotiable. So you got to choose that. That's the very first thing you have to do. And you have to choose that for you. Don't wait on nobody else to tell you to have the peace. If you're looking for the peace, choose the peace. Welcome the peace and make peace the priority in your life. So that's what the P is going to stand for. You're going to make your peace your priority. Your mental health, a priority. Your physical health, a priority. Your spiritual health, a priority. And this channel is not about you ignoring other people, but I know the purpose of you becoming a victorious you is you literally getting within yourself, you growing within yourself. So this is what this channel is for, is to cultivate you into knowing who God has strategically created you to be. No, you're not going to be the same purpose person as me, like a motivational speaker, but there's a reason why God created you. There is a reason why God woke you up today. God did not wake you up today to stay in your brokenness. God did not wake you up today to look at the reels of everybody else's life and forgetting about the realness of your life. God has woken you up to be cultivated and to literally be created into the victorious you. That is why I speak to the warrior in you right here. Not the warrior in your mind, but the warrior right here. And the beauty in me being a motivational coach, a motivational speaker, is that me doing the purpose that God has allowed me to do, it helps me to stay aligned. It helps me to continue to grow. So that's the same thing with you. As you wake up into your kingdom purpose, and all of us have a kingdom purpose, you are able to not stay in that oldness, that brokenness, that worry that you used to have. So you have to choose it. And with choosing it, say, my priority, my peace, my spirituality has to come first. So you have to set up boundaries and you have to keep them. Choose it. It's okay to say no. It's okay not to be going here and there and here, and it's not aligned up with who God has called you to be. That's the E. So I'll put PEACE on my paper. So the first thing, the P is going to represent in you prioritizing your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. You notice I said prioritizing it. Just today on this self-care, self-love Saturday, like last weekend, I was ripping and running a little bit because, hey, Sister Brittany, I was on a mission, an assignment. I was able to go, for those of you who may not know, I went to North Carolina last weekend to an event, which I prayed about, y'all, and God is so faithful, to a calendar that I'm going to be a part of and featured in. I'm going to let y'all know more about it when they publish it so that y'all can purchase it if you're interested. So since I was on that trip last weekend, today I made it a priority. I made it a non-negotiable to make myself rest mentally, physically, emotionally. So that's what I did today. And then, of course, I'm a mother behind the scenes, y'all. So I balanced that part of my life. So after I rested how I needed to, I still did the things that were necessary, but I didn't rush myself into doing that. And I'm speaking to you that don't know how to rest. You have to do it. You have to make that a part of your life. You have to make that a part of your peace. So the E as your peace is empty out any person, place, or habit that does not align up with your peace. And I'm just giving you the keys, the steps, the knowledge that's going to help you. So me as your motivational coach, as your motivational speaker that's going to help empower you, you notice God is giving you the tools to use. So I'm not the coach that's going to tell you, get your peace and keep your peace. I'm giving you the strategy behind it. So I don't want you to leave off this video and then you like, I'm going to get my peace, I'm going to keep my peace, and you don't know how you going to do that. I'm giving you the steps that's going to help you to do it, all right? And don't run away from the steps, meaning don't get the knowledge and then you say it's not working for me if you're not applying it. Apply it and you will see your peace become a part of your life because it works, all right? So with emptying out any person, place, or habit, you got to dissect that within you. What places are you going to? Because when you go to certain places, it's pouring into your soul. I'm just being real with y'all. You're absorbing the places where you go. So you need to evaluate in your life who is around you and who is pouring into you. And I'm talking about even things on TV. I'm talking about even the things on YouTube. What are you watching? What are you absorbing in your soul? And if you're for real about growth, if you for real about standing up for your peace, it's time for you to dissect the different places, people, and habits that gotta go. This is the difference between you becoming the victorious you and you staying the old broken you. I'm just being real. This ain't no sugar-coated message. This is the real of the real. And you're going to be so grateful that you chose your peace. You are going to be so grateful that you chose to prioritize your mental health. You are going to be so grateful that you decided to let go of any person, place, or habit that is not aligned up with you having your peace. And you have to choose it. I'll give y'all examples of my life, meaning, yes, I've had to let go of certain people in my past, including the old version of me. I had to let go of the old version of me. The old version of me was a yes person. The old version of me allowed individuals for me to be the doormat. But now, no. And do I have less people in my circle? Yes. But the beauty of having less people in my personal circle is now my circle is not about the number of people. It's about the substance of individuals that is added to my life. So that's the same thing for you. It's not about having a bunch of people in your personal life. No, it's about the quality, not the quantity of people in your life. And write that one down. It is not about the quantity of people that's cheering for you. The old you, the broken you, the lost you, the settled you. You notice when you broken, lost, and settling, you have a lot of people per se on your team because they okay with the broken you, the you that's not growing, the you that's not elevating, the you that's not sitting at tables, that's with that mess. But when you become the new you, hey there, Robert, welcome back, sweetheart, as you're transforming and becoming the victorious you, be locked and loaded and ready for your circle to change to quality people. And that's what you want. You want people that are really elevating in life. You want people that has a peaceful life because they're going to have peace in their life, so they're not going to bring chaos to you. And if that's going to be new to you because you like, I'm used to chaos, I'm just being real. This boring. You got to be like, I asked for this. I prayed for this. And it's not going to be boring for you no longer because you're able to have internal peace. Sometimes we be having anxiety within us. I'm just being real. Deep-rooted depression and sadness and darkness in us because we are not allowing ourselves to accept that we cannot no longer be that broken us. We can no longer be tied to brokenness, meaning broken relationships. We can't be in environments that is not becoming of us. We cannot entertain habits that are not becoming of the new us. And when you accept that, you are able to become everything God has purposed you to be. Be okay with not having quantity people cheering you on. Get to where you're okay with the quality of people that God brings in your life. Because that's when you're going to be able to have a sound peace. You're not going to have your phone blowing up. I'm picking up my phone because I am. With messiness, texting with messiness, it's going to be peace. It's going to be peaceful over here. So when you get to knowing that sound peace within yourself, you can detect messiness and you will know that cannot be a part of my life because it can't. And you are right with that. You are right with people being not understanding who you are because you have done the necessary cuts. They didn't make the cut. That environment don't make the cut. That habit don't make the cut. And you got to be okay with transforming into being in your lane, focused in your lane, doing what God has called you to do. You're not distracted, by the way. So the A, and I just spoke about it, but I'm gonna speak about it some more. So like I told you, I'll put PEACE on my, this is an envelope, y'all, but that's what I had as I was sitting here waiting to come on here live. The A in your piece, these are the steps you're gonna use, the tools you're gonna use. You are going to allow room for rest, resetting, and release. In order to allow the room, you got to first empty out. So y'all see how God is tying this thing together? And E was to empty out. So you have to allow room for rest, resetting, and release. So prior to last weekend, I rested the weekend before because I knew I was going to be traveling. So since I traveled last weekend, this weekend, I'm allowing myself to rest, release, and reset. I just went, because after I rested this morning, just giving y'all examples, by the way. I took my oldest, because he taking senior pictures, y'all. Yes, my oldest is officially a senior. He picked out outfits for his senior pictures while we were in there, and I know this was all God. I seen this calendar. And I said, now that's nice. That's pretty, y'all. It says, for I know the plans I have for you. Jeremiah 29:11. And the new calendar, because I seen this in there and it drew my attention. I love gold. So it was there. And they got like little stickers in here. And then the first month it started is July 2025. Meaning soon, y'all, because I think Monday coming up, or soon is the first. I said this is a perfect calendar for reset. So this is going to help me reset on certain goals. It's going to help me to continue to stay focused. Meaning I picked it out because it was beautiful and it drew my attention. So this is for the you that's like, how I'm going to prioritize this piece. How I'm going to keep my things in order. And it's just a tip. Find a pretty calendar that you like. And this matches my phone because the back of my phone actually has the same scripture. So I'm seeing and looking at my vision. And then I'm able to prioritize it in this calendar. And it's a simple little calendar. I love it, y'all. I got where you can put your little monthly bills. I don't know if y'all can see that. And then it got space, like if I have ideas to write for y'all or when I have coaching sessions, I can put my notes in here. So you have to do what works for you. So I know I have to have a calendar. Yes, how you doing, Starlyn? Yeah, I thought so too, girl. I seen this because he was in there picking out his outfits. And I said, I need a new calendar because I needed a new one. I have to keep myself motivated and inspired and encouraged too. So I love when I can find stuff like this that may seem simple, but I can tote this around as a reminder and then I can use it and it's going to actually serve a purpose. So yeah, it's beautiful. I want y'all to find stuff like this. And the first thing it say, this is for next month, which is soon, July. This thing say blessed. So, and it's beautiful because I love gold and pink is my favorite color. So it's like a rose gold little look. And I'm just excited, y'all. You got to find what worked for you with your piece. And this is going to help me. So allow room for the rest, reset, and the release. And when I say allow room for your rest, do it. But that don't mean let go of your purpose. Don't let go of your priorities. Rest is necessary because it helps you to get your mind together. It helps you to keep your peace. And I have learned that don't feel guilty when you have to rest. Because as a mother of four, y'all, because I work behind the scenes full time, I still coach y'all. As y'all see, I'm still consistent with my YouTube. In order to do the things that's on my plate, and this is for y'all too, I'm just talking about my testimony, my life, and things for y'all to relate to. In order to strategically be the best Monica Stokes, the best life coach, to be the best mother, the best worker for the things that is on my plate. Think about a plate and it's divided into sections. You have to be able to balance it the best way that you can. That way you can succeed and excel in all those areas. Because at the end of last year, y'all, December 2024, I made 3 things my priority. I said, I'm not going to negotiate on 3 things. And that's me being the best mother in my household. The second thing was for me to grow and become the best Monica Stokes that I needed to become. And the third thing was my purpose. What things are you making a non-negotiable? What goals are you making a non-negotiable for you? It's time for you to focus in on you, zoning your growth. That way you won't continue year after year, story after story, and I'm using story after story as examples of chapters in your life. You won't continue to look month after month and not having a goal in sight, a vision in sight for your life. Yes, in times of rest. Yes, in times of rest, you can hear God speaking. Yes, Brittany. And a lot of times, the beauty in that, because y'all, this is transparent. I'll be in rest, Sister Brittany, or whomever else that's tuning in. I'm grateful for y'all. God will be like, you exactly where I need you at. I needed you to rest. Because sometimes we can be doing so much of nothing. I said it. And you like, why am I tired? Because you're doing a lot of nothing. And when I say nothing, meaning it's not constructive. Meaning, and I'm going to be real with y'all, for me, I can overthink sometimes or over worry sometimes. And God said, that's what's making you tired. Because you ain't resting. You ain't resting in me. And I'll be like, oh. And when I rest in God, when I release to God, and my release, y'all, is literally crying to God, is I be feeling replenished and refilled and refueled because I did what? I rested. So rest in the Lord, meaning making sure you're praying to God, making sure you're worshiping to God, make sure you're crying to God, and then making sure you're resting physically as well. Replenishing yourself. Y'all know it's summer right now, so it's hot. Drinking more water. Just taking care of yourself. And being okay with not answering every phone call. Silence your phone if you have to. Live a life to where people understand you have standards and boundaries within your life. And when you start living it, the necessary people will understand it. Because I don't do as much ripping and running like I used to in prior seasons, y'all. And minding your business. Yes, I did a short on that not too long ago. Be so busy minding your business. Come on, your business is your growth. You becoming, you letting go of old stuff, you healing, that you don't have time to be in the business of anything else, anybody else that is not pertaining to you. And that is not selfish. It's required. Because you're made the choice to be your peace. And that's my job as y'all kingdom coach and y'all mentor, is to be able to show y'all what it looked like. So I have to live what I speak to y'all. And let me be real with y'all. It comes with real sacrifice to stand up for you. Meaning, it ain't you talking like, oh, I can't do that because I'm better and I got goals. No. It's you living it purposefully. Meaning, you're not just doing all of these things and going to every activity, because I'm going to be real with you. As you start growing, as you start becoming, who God has called you to be, you don't have the time and or the energy to put it into other people, places, or habits that is not pertaining to your growth anyways. Because you're going to be too busy saying, I got to do that coaching session. I got to get in that Zoom. I got to go to that conference. And the best part is, and you listen to your coach, God is going to start opening doors of opportunity because you've been for real about whatever that thing is that you've been asking him for. Meaning, just last weekend, y'all, and it's all glory be to God, when I was able to be invited to be in that calendar that's supporting a cause that I love to be able to just be a part of, I couldn't have no calendar full of mess. I couldn't have mess within me. I had to be clear-minded. I had to just be clear of all things to be able to do what God purposed me to do. And I had to be okay with others not validating me. I did it when God told me to do it because the door was open. So it's not about you telling everybody what God is doing in your life. Yes, it's a testimony, but it's a beautiful thing when you live under the radar. You clearing out your life of mess. You clearing out anything that can't be in your lane of becoming, because you have chosen to love you. You have chosen literally to say, I'm not doing this to be mean. I'm not doing this because I'm better than nobody else. I'm doing this and I'm making this real decision because this me sitting here sleeping on myself, it ain't working for me. Me just sitting here not knowing who I'm called to be, it ain't working for me. Me staying this broken me, it ain't working for me. Me not having true peace is not working for me. And I'm just about to be real, y'all. Everybody is not working on their peace. Everybody is not working on becoming the victorious them. Everybody is not working on being who God has created them to be, meaning they're not in that season yet. But since God is calling you forth to be in your season of becoming the victorious you, the growing you, the successful you, it's time for you to accept that. God has chosen you to be the victorious you. So that's going to come with you being in a lane, often God and you. That's how them doors of opportunity are going to become available. And God said it's open to you because you chose it. It's open to you because you've been doing the work. So don't wait on nobody else to tell you to do it. Choose it for you. Be intentional about you. Sow the time into becoming who God called you to be for you, because you owe that to you. Ain't you tired of settling, being a broken you? Ain't you tired of putting yourself in toxic relationships? Ain't you tired of not knowing the possibilities of who God created you to be and for the plans I know for you? We want to know the plan so we can live the plan and be able to be like, look what God has done to my life. Hey, Brother Keith, the plan ain't just for Monica Stokes, Brother Keith, Sister Brittany. No, the plan is for all of us as God's victorious ones. Starla, you too. The plan is for us, but we have to work the plan. We have to live the plan. We have to take the one step at a time for the plan. And all of our plans look different because God strategically created all of us authentically, uniquely different. There is no one on this earth, the billions of people God has created, that are 100% replicas. I have triplets, y'all. 2 of them are identical. I am a twin. There are characteristics about them that's alike, but they're not 100% alike. There's not anybody else that's 100% like you on this earth. So yes, God will bring people in our life, and it's a beauty in it, that's going to help to draw out of us characteristics that's within us, because that's what happened to me. But I had to choose to put myself in environments that I knew God was sending me to. And I couldn't step back from that. Meaning, I had to stand flat-footed within myself and say, God sent me here because he knew there was something more in me than just me staying broken. And I say this to you because if you choose your peace, which you choosing to be set apart, which you're choosing to let go of the toxicity, God is for real going to start sending people, which is this channel. God is going to start sending you to places because you let go of the old, because he's going to replace it with what's necessary. So be okay with the brokenness that comes with you becoming the new you, because that's what the brokenness is, y'all. God breaks us down to become the victorious us. So if you in your season of breaking, that's the perfect position, because that allows God, come on, as he's chosen you, to tell you to get on this potter's wheel with him. I said with him. And he's the potter, and he's literally molding you and shaping you into who you are called to be. And God is the only one that can shape us out of our brokenness into the beauty of who we were created to be. And when I talk about the beauty, I'm talking about our heart posture. I'm not talking about necessarily the outward appearance. Let me tell you something, y'all. The beauty of who we are always created to be lays in our heart posture. Whenever I meet individuals, and it's all God, I'm able to say, you just so beautiful. But I'm not talking about necessarily the outward appearance. And this is, and I give God all the glory. I'm able to see and dissect the beauty of who they're created to be by the inwardness. And I'm talking about through even the pain of who somebody is. God wants us to have a heart of beauty. To have, yes, tougher skin. And that's who he's made me, y'all, living in the last 3 years. But you have to have a tender heart as well. But that don't mean everybody, as y'all know, I'm going to say it. That don't mean everybody is to have access to that beautiful heart that God has helped you create. Cover your heart, but keep a posture of love. That's who God has created us to be as victorious ones, y'all. So I'm going to go back to what I was saying about this peace. For y'all joining live, I'm talking about you and your peace today. And that's what God told me to talk about. This is your protecting your peace era. And I want to welcome all of y'all that then came into the live. Hinder, Starla, welcome, beautiful. Sister Brittany, welcome as always. Brother Keith, I'm so proud of y'all, by the way. All of y'all that's continuously coming on and listening to what God is doing, y'all. And I know it's not by accident. Y'all keep becoming who God called you to be. And don't wait on nobody else validation. If it's only God and you on the lives, come on the lives. If it's only God and you, when I start up the Zooms again, come in the Zooms. If God invites you and put it in your spirit to do a coaching session with me, do a coaching session. Because when I tell you behind the scenes, when God started moving in your life, it's because you did what was necessary behind the scenes. And that's how God elevates us too. That's why you don't need to be posting about what all God is doing. It's not in what you talking. It's in what you living. And the growth gonna become apparent. So don't wait on nobody to tell you to become the victorious you. Become her anyway. Become him anyway. Because listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Some people are okay with you being a broken you. But as you rise and God start giving you opportunities that were just for you, they're not going to congratulate you. But be okay with that and become who God called you to be anyway. Because sometimes, y'all, it feel a little broken. It feel a little messed up when people that you expected to cheer for you, they don't. When people that you felt like was going to be on your winning team, that they don't. And don't take it personal. Just know that they may don't know to cheer you on because they not in their season of growth and becoming. Love them anyway. Be the peace in their life anyway. But don't feel like it's your assignment to take it personal. You got to literally be bold within yourself and let it hurt, but don't let that hurt stop you. Be who God purposed you to be. And I say this to y'all with everything in me because that's the season I'm living. I never knew I would be the bold me. Meaning, I have had to make moves when others didn't understand it because my peace was being messed with. I have had to remove certain things in my life just even recently because I knew my peace was being messed with. And I know my peace has to be numero uno to do what I'm purposed to do for God. So, for to see y'all in peace. And I just spoke about it. And God, something else, y'all. That's why I be trying to write the notes. But look, I go before the notes. The C in your peace is choose what's best for you. Choose what's best for you. However that means for you. I'm not going to reiterate on that. I kind of just spoke on it already. Choose what's best for you. Because you didn't pray about it. So choose what's best for you. And then the last letter I put on here, because I spoke about peace, y'all. The last E in my notes, I put it's enough with sleeping on yourself. Now is your time to wake up and walk in your victorious one identity. I did a message not too long ago on now is the time. It's no more that I'm going to wait to January 1, new year, new me. Y'all. If y'all haven't checked the calendar lately, I'm going to just floss my new calendar. If y'all ain't checked your calendar lately, woo, July 1st is coming up. It's on Tuesday. So that's the 7th month of the year. So if you've been sleeping on yourself and we're in the 7th month, if you have not been walking in your victorious one identity, if you have not chosen growth, today is your era of peace. Today is your era of choosing becoming the victorious you. Today is your new moment to say, I've been slipping and tripping on me. I haven't set no goals. I haven't set no boundaries. Or if you had set them and you not moving on them, today is your day of new opportunity. It ain't no more waiting to January 1. Today, now. Because if you keep saying I'm going to wait, and you waiting, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, and you're not seeing a new result because you're not taking accountability and you're not taking action. Those are the two major keys that I have applied to my life that has changed my story. I had to first take accountability. Then I had to take action on that thing. So, this is for the you that's tired, sick and tired of sleeping on who God has created you to be. It's time for you to create within yourself to say, I know I was not called to be broken. I know I was not called to be this depressed, sad, not loving myself me. I know I was not called to stay in the same old broken relationships because I'm tired of my heart getting broken. That's accountability. You have to choose it. And I heard someone say this before. And that's what opened my eyes up spiritually and just opened my eyes up altogether. When I kept putting myself in toxic relationships. Who is the common denominator in them relationships? When you like, I keep getting in these relationships and I don't see nothing changing. We be the common denominator. Y'all, since I have been in my single season the last 5 years, and it's crazy because it has happened so fast. In these 5 years that I have been totally single, I have been able to be healed from my past. I have been able to be woke up to who I am called to be. I would hear my pastors and my mentors say, you are purpose, meaning just them talking to everybody. But I'm like, who they talk? Who purpose? You are. God has a purpose for all of us. Just like my glasses serve a purpose. Just like this watch I have on serve a purpose. Just like that phone you holding in your hand, that tablet, laptop you have in your hand. Just like this calendar has a purpose. I can have this calendar all day long and not use it, and it won't serve the purpose that it's used for. So that's the same thing with you. God has put a purpose in you, but you have to activate and you have to actively choose that purpose that God put within you. So if you like, I don't know my purpose. And I'm laughing because that used to be me. A lot of times we don't know our purpose is because we have been distracted. It's because we keep running. It's because we keep hiding. So if you're tired of not knowing your purpose, if you're tired of being distracted, if you're tired of being brokenhearted, I love it that you being real star. You put me, you already taking accountability. It don't feel good, but let me tell you something beautiful. Spit and all. It's going to work together for your good that you being real with you, because that's how you literally going to wake up to the victorious you. Because that was me 5 years ago. I'm tired, sick and tired of living in toxicity. Let's be real. And I'm talking about me, the toxic me too. Because you can't keep blaming the people you in relationships with. You got to look, just like Brother Keith put, the person in the mirror. You got to hold accountability to the person that look at you every day. So if you're tired, you're sick and tired, today is your day start to say, I'm going to choose seriously, intentionally to become the victorious me because I owe it to me. And we're not going to leave out this factor. We owe it to God. And I get chills as I tell y'all that. We owe it to God. God has gotten all of us out of some dark pits. When we weren't even walking for him. When we weren't even living for him. When we weren't even choosing him. Let's be real. So since God has woken y'all up and is waking you up to your victorious one identity, God wants you to choose that version of you. Victorious you is the you that's going to overcome obstacles in life, because life don't stop for any of us. But we have to know how to step over, trample over, and to keep pushing when obstacles happen. Be the resilient you. Be the loving you. Be the you that know how to say no, because you got to say yes to the version of you that God is creating you to be. The difference between the broken us, the victim us, and the victorious us is that we slept on ourselves as the old us. But now God said you need to wake up to the victorious you and don't go to back to sleep on her. Meaning, stop snoozing. Stop waking up to saying, I'm going to become the better me, and then you snoozing back, becoming the old. No longer do you need to choose that. And that is what this channel is for, y'all. I done been through that. And since God has continuously helped me to stay woken to the victorious me, and I'm so grateful for that, y'all, because that power and that strength and that wisdom don't come in my ownness. It's in the fullness of God. But you have to choose it for yourself. And I'm here to continuously to empower you, to motivate and encourage you to that person. If you sitting there broken, it's because God is waking you up to not no longer choose that version of you. I have a whole playlist on this channel, and it was all God, y'all, that's called No Longer. I suggest you to check out that playlist. That's the new stuff that you're going to start watching. The more that you're intentional about listening to the newness, you're going to start seeing yourself become and rising up, being the victorious you, living literally in your era of peace. And when you're living in your era of peace, you're able to sow time into what your purpose is, growing into what your purpose is. And you're able to see God do the new thing in your life because you allow room for it. So I'm just grateful on today and the message God gave me, y'all. And all of y'all that joined the live on today. Y'all know I come on here and I done spit a couple times on this thing. That's how real I am. I don't edit videos. I just come on here and be the authentic me who God created me to be. And I learned all of this knowledge, y'all, and this wisdom. And now that I have learned it, I'm living it. I have applied it, and I have seen the newness of what God has done in my life and continuously doing in my life. I want to share it with y'all too. That's the beauty in growing and becoming the victorious you. It's all good, Star. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are answered prayers, because before I even knew what God put in me, I knew he had something new for me. Because I knew that broken me, she couldn't stay there. That lost me, I could not stay there. That making excuse me, I could not stay there. So I had to choose it. And every day I have to choose her. Tears and all. I had a day last week, I believe it was Thursday, y'all. I cried. And I'm like, God, why am I so emotional? And I'm still got to dissect what that is. And I believe it's because God said I needed to release. So it's okay to release. Don't never feel like you so strong that you don't cry. Don't never feel that you so strong that you don't rest. Because that's how you recuperate. And that's how you become the new you as well. You're going to cry many tears and be okay with that. But don't be okay with keep running to your past. Don't be okay with staying stuck. Don't be okay with not setting up non-negotiables in your life. We about to be in July, y'all. It's time out for making excuses. And it's time for you to simply be now. Choose it intentionally now to be the new you. All right. So I talked about your peace. I'm going to go over these tips real quick, y'all. I literally just grabbed the envelope. Because I wanted this message to have some structure to it. So, with you living in your era of peace, prioritize your mental health. And I didn't speak on this in this video, but I'm going to speak it now. It's okay to seek and pray about professional help. God has kingdom helpers in place for your mental health as well. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course, pray about it, and God will go before you if you need to seek professional help with your mental health. Just gonna be real. There's nothing wrong with that. God has positioned doctors just for that. So yes, God is a healer. Yes, God is a way maker, but he has made mental health professionals available to us as well. All right. The E, you have to empty out any person, place, or habit that is not aligned up with you becoming the victorious you. And don't let nobody play in your head and tell you, oh, so you just think. That's your red flag of letting you know and praying, God, how do I need to remove this individual out of my life? And you pray on it. I'm not telling you just to do it, but pray on it. Because they may be praying on your downfall with your mental. If it's drawing you, if it's draining you, that's the number one sign. This ain't aligned up with who I'm called to be. Because you should not be drained. You should not be talking to individuals that's draining you. You shouldn't be listening to stuff that's draining you. You got to start letting go of that stuff so you will have room. That's the A. Allowing room for the release, reset, and the becoming of you. The only way I can do what I'm purposely to do, y'all, is where I have room for to do what God has called me to do. And it came with me letting go of environments, people, habits that does not align up with who God has created me to be. And this ain't stuff you can fake. In order for me to be the authentic me, in order for me to be the healed me, in order for me to be the best coach, the best mother, the best me for me, it had to go. And don't make it personal, meaning you ain't gotta be all mean with it. Just move with intentionality, move with wisdom, and let it go. Whatever is not aligned up with who you becoming to be, because you have to have room. The E, choose what's best for you. That's why you don't have to go around calling and asking for validation from other people. Hey, Brooklyn, I love your name, sweetheart. You don't got to asking people, oh, what you think about this? What you think about me going here? What you think about me doing this? If God has purposely told you to do it, it's time for you to do it. God and you. And then the E, enough with sleeping on yourself. Now is your time to wake up walking in the victorious you who God has strategically mission called and assigned you to be. The victorious you, just listen to me now, it's going to be the growing you. The victorious you is going to be the you that's okay with saying no and saying yes to what's necessary. The victorious you is going to be just so grateful of the doors of opportunity that you know that God opened, that God aligned, because you chose the sacrifices that came with becoming the victorious you. God knows how hard it is for us to let go of the oldness. That's why he gives us the strength. That's why he gives us the wisdom. That's why he aligns the right people for the right places, for the right purposes of our life. I'll never forget, and this was 5 years ago, y'all, when my pastor, Justin Mitchell, we were sitting at an event, and this was one of my first speaking engagements. He spoke this to me, and it stuck with me, and I'm going to pass it to y'all. God will send the right people in your life. God will send you to the right places, meaning this channel, as example, in your life. God will send everything for that right purpose in your life. Y'all notice I said God to do it. Because you're going to be like, God, you sent them. God, you sent me to this place. God, because it's all aligning for your purpose. Because God know that you for real. And this is how God going to know that you for real. Y'all listen to me now. Because I don't want y'all to say, that ain't working. When you seriously get for real, get serious, and get intentional about setting your boundaries of no longer staying stuck, lost, confused, and choosing to stay the old you. Is it going to come with you feeling like you breaking? Yes, because you are. God is breaking you up with the old version of you to creating you the new, bold, courageous, powerful, purposed you. It's time for you to choose to become the victorious you now. Now. You can't get back yesterday. You can't get back last week. But it's time for you to use the present moment as the gift that God has given you to stand up for yourself and say, I'm going to become this victorious me because this old broken me, this me that kept making excuses, she ain't working for me. This you choosing you because for so long, come on, you haven't chose you. Am I right? For so long, you have not chosen you. For so long, you chose to set broken. For so long, you chose making excuses. For so long, you chose and thought you had to put yourself in relationships that wasn't aligned up, going to places when you knew that didn't align up with who you were called to be. You were just there to feel like you had to fill in a void. It's time out for that. Hey, Miss Linda Lewis, welcome back to the live, sweetheart. Thank you, beautiful. Thank you. And I want to tell all of y'all, thank you for joining me on the live. Yes, Miss Linda, I definitely pray for all of y'all. I pray for all of y'all. I pray for what God is doing with the community. I'm on here anytime y'all see me, Miss Linda, Miss Star, Brother Keith, Batty, Sister Brittany. Anytime I see y'all, it's my motivation and my ammo to keep going. Because just like I told y'all, even when you walk in your purpose, even when you wake up to who God called you to be, that don't mean obstacles don't try you. But the beauty in it, I'm going to say this before I end this live, because this should give you the ammunition to become the victorious you. The beauty in the things that may come at you as you're growing is you're able to identify what it's doing. Is it growing you? Is it trying to distract you? Is it trying to make you go back to the old you? So that's why I come on here, because I want you to wake up to the things that you're not the only one going through life. But I don't want you to focus in on that and that be your excuse to stay broken. Your excuse to not wake up and do whatever that thing is God has purposed you to do. Is it to write a book? Is it for you to start a YouTube channel? Is it for you to go back to school? Is it for you to be the healed you, the better father, the better mother? That's how my story of becoming a victorious me started. Is I knew I couldn't stay the broken me. So you may not know your overall purpose of what God created you, but it's when you get for real on your journey. Let me tell you something, y'all. That what I just told y'all, that person, place, and that purpose, it's going to all start connecting. And you're going to be like, oh, now I see why God sent me to that YouTube channel, to that Monica Stokes. That's why I don't play about my purpose, what I do for God. I don't come on here to speak all adequately or perfect. Y'all hear the Southern slang. I think I be spitting a little bit. Sometimes I stumble over my words, but it's about the purpose God put in me. So that's the same thing with you. Don't be out here trying to wait to be the perfect you. No. Be who God called you to be in this season. And the more you build on becoming who you called to be, you're going to see how God going to use that too. It's never too late. Correct. Never too late. Because God woke us up today. We got, look, y'all touch right here. Each and every one of us got a heartbeat right here. Each and every one of us. I'm reading y'all comments as I'm speaking to y'all on today. I see Miss Linda Lewis put, I'm going to pray for us now anyway in closing. And once again, y'all continue to subscribe, which I appreciate all of y'all that's subscribing. And I want you to do something for yourself on today. If it's watching this video, that's beautiful. But I want you to intentionally, if you need to go outside for a walk, if you just need to release, I have on this channel prayer. I have a prayer playlist. I also have a worship playlist. So if you're looking for the new, because you transforming into the new you, that's what God has built this community into. You notice I said God, because this is not of my strength. It's all out of me just being a vessel that God is utilizing through my personal journey and my personal testimony. So this channel is strategically built for you to become the victorious you. And it comes with brokenness. So I don't want you to run and say, oh, I don't have it all together. None of us do. But God helps us connect the parts, the pieces, the dots when you stay on the journey. Think about that connect the dot game. You connect the dots from 1 to 2 when you do the work, when you take the action. That same thing with a puzzle. You got to take them puzzle pieces and you got to connect them. So that's the same thing with your life. It's time for you to connect the dots, the puzzle pieces, and stop looking at it and saying, this is just too much. You got to take action. You got to take the steps. And this is the great way to do it, by getting in new environments. Because that's how God has helped me. Is I'm intentional about getting in environments where God lead you to. Let's see. I'm trying to read what you put on here. Listen to Jesus Christian music. Yes, yes. And y'all, the new school Christian music is good because God created different genres of Christian music. So of course use discernment. Because that playlist I created, it's all discernment. So y'all listen to the playlist and just allow it to be the newness within you. All right. So I'm gonna pray us out. And any of y'all interested, I did drop the link to my website, which is thevictoriousones.com. If you're looking for an accountability coach, a growth coach, that is who I am. I'm your accountability growth coach, meaning you looking to link up one-on-one to help you with your personal goals. In order for you to take action, do not hesitate to book a coaching session with me, all right? Once again, it's linked down below, or you can just type in thevictoriousones.com and you can book your one-on-one sessions with me as your coach, all right? So I'm going to pray us out, y'all. God, I first want to thank you for today. God, thank you for giving us all the gift of life. Thank you for giving us all grace, but help us to all continuously to live in the purpose in which you have created us to live in. Please cover any victorious one under the sound of my voice, God, that may be facing any tests or trials or any even valley experiences in which they honestly don't know how to climb out of. Help to give them the direction, continuously that spiritually grow each of us in the direction and in the likeness of us. Help us not to run, to hide from who we called to be. Help us to boldly be the victorious us, God, because that is who you have created us to be the light everywhere we go. But also let us know that it's okay to be weak with you, because it's when we're weak within you that you give us the strength, the authority, and the boldness to be the victorious us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So y'all continue to grow. And I love each and every one of y'all, because I do. I love what I get to do for God. Y'all continue to subscribe. Y'all continue to comment on all of the videos. I love reading y'all comments. I'm ready to see y'all in the session. So y'all go ahead and book with me. And y'all just continue to become the victorious you. Because today, now is your day. Not January 1, but now. Choose it today. You too, Miss Star. And I want to thank you for coming on the live. Thank you, Brother Keith, for taking care of the comments. Sister Brittany, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of every single one of y'all. Peppy, when you come across the video, y'all choose y'all piece. And this is your action step. This is the plan you're going to use. Put PEACE on your paper. Come back to this video and write down these tips and apply them. And when you do that, you're going to start receiving downloads and words from God for your particular plan. For, I got to hold it up, y'all. For I, and that's God, for I know the plans, I, which is God, have for you. For I, and the I is God. God knows the plan he has for each of us. But we have to take them blueprints that God have for our life. We got to open up the blueprint and we got to build on it. Think about a carpenter when they're building a home. There's a special blueprint for that house. So God is the carpenter for all of our lives. But we have to take that blueprint and we got to take the material, the raw material, and we got to build on it. So that's why we can't be distracted. That's why we can't keep on sitting there asleep. You got to wake up and start building, taking action, and taking accountability. Because God said you have to choose it for you. So choose it for you. And I'm here, like I told y'all, as your coach. That's why y'all see me up here live. Put your post notifications on. If you miss a live, that's okay. I always repost the lives. Watch it. And like I said, if you like ready for the next step, you like, I want to do the new thing personally within me, go ahead and book your one-on-one session with me, because I am a certified, glory be to God, life coach for the kingdom of God, y'all. So y'all be blessed. Y'all be encouraged. Ms. Linda Lewis, God is with you. Continue to read your word personally with God, release with God, and he will help you in that particular situation, because it's only him that can strategize and help us. When we like, God, what we need to do, keep crying to him, keep releasing to him, keep trusting in him. Y'all, it's been your coach, your mentor, and your motivational speaker for the Kingdom of God, Coach Monica Stokes. Y'all keep growing victorious ones.